Use a 10.
Home to the CONCACAF Gold Cup, Copa America, the UEFA European Championship, and the FIFA World Cup 2026. The world's biggest soccer events are on Fox Sports. We are
Euro 2024 today on Fox is presented by Intuit QuickBooks.
We've already seen two matches on day 4 at Euro 2024. Romania off to a strong start in Group E. Nikolai Stanciu among the scorers in a 3-0 win over Ukraine in Munich. Slovakia also winners. A first-half goal by Ivan Trans handed them a 1-0 win over Belgium in Frankfurt, the biggest upset in tournament history according to the FIFA World Rankings. So now all eyes are on Dusseldorf for the final match of the day. It is a Group D game with Austria looking to spring a surprise against the tournament favourites France. Austria reached the round of 16 at the last Euros before falling to Italy, and a strong qualifying campaign under Ralf Rangnick has raised hopes that they can go even further this time. France looking to lift the trophy for what would be a record-equalling third time. They're counting on the brilliance of Kylian Mbappe, who knows a Euros triumph would almost certainly crown him as the world's best player officially. Well, this tournament is continuing to deliver, isn't it? It's been another eventful day for us here at the Fox Football Palace, our home all summer long. I'm Jules Breach. Good to see you again. We are bringing you the coverage of the Euros, which has featured now 26 goals from 26 different scorers in 9 matches, and those numbers are likely to increase with the French up next. France finished first and second at the last 2 World Cups. This summer, they're chasing their first European crown since the year 2000, and that quest gets underway against Austria.
There's something to be said about the man who demands the ball in the pressure moments.
It's Mbappe to keep France in the tournament.
The man who, win or lose, shoulders the weight of a nation.
And Mbappe is the one to falter.
As the teenage phenom, as the captain, as the 10, he's never shied away from the moment. Not once, because that's not what greatness does. Tonight in Dusseldorf, Kylian Mbappe and Les Bleus return to the European Championship, motivated by the footsteps left behind. On the other side of the pitch, a determined Austria team waits, ready to take advantage of their own moment. Their journeys start now on Fox.
Austria and France were both knocked out in the round of 16 at the last Euros. For the French, that was considered a massive disappointment. They now have visions of a much deeper run this summer, and their Group D campaign gets underway in Dusseldorf. Anticipation really is building among the fans out in Germany too. It's the 26th all-time meeting between the two countries, but the first at a Euro. So here's what's still ahead as we count down to kick-off.
Coming up, we examine whether Austria's boss, Ralf Rangnick, can orchestrate an upset of France. Alexi Lawless and Ari Hinks to find out how the sausage is made in Frankfurt. And we hear from Kylian Mbappe to capture the Euro crown.
Crazy story. So this morning.
Welcome to Euro 2000. Dotti to Passotto. He's got there in the middle. Del Vecchio! Will Italy! But there's an outbreak from the French and it's splashed in air. Vito! Tries to get a trace. Hits it. And it's gone! And the French have won it. Champions are the young.
Great pictures there. France winning their second European crown in thrilling fashion back in 2000. And those fans there hoping they can lift the trophy again this summer. The French are about to face Austria in Düsseldorf. Belgium were also eyeing a deep run this summer, but this was not the start they wanted. Kevin De Bruyne, Lukaku and this Belgian side suffering a sharp 1-0 defeat to Slovakia in their Group E opener. Welcome once again here to our Fox Football Palace, and joining me we have got two-time Women's World Cup winner with Germany, Ari Hinks, next to me, Euro 92 winner with Denmark, Peter Schmeichel, and US Soccer Hall of Famer Alexi Lalas. Guys, we have all just watched that Belgium defeat. Unbelievable defensive performance from Slovakia, but the first big upset.
Amazing stuff. This tournament is already bringing some surprises here. This was a surprise in terms of the gift that was given to Slovakia. You know what? Playing out of the back in the modern day, it is a disease. My goodness, Belgium has it. Thank you very much. Schranz just puts this in the back of the net and says, yeah, 1-0. Look at that. I don't care what you say.
You can pretty much prefer a player like Doku in the offensive half to be really up there and create something big. So he's so good in 1v1 situations. He gets back in, and then once a goalkeeper is defeated, you need the whole team to save it. And what a save.
So Luis Openda, he comes on. This is his first touch, that one there. Can't really see that, but so far so good. And finally, Lukaku hits the target. He's had so many chances in this game, and finally he got it in the back of the net, but no. Nice technology. In the ball, there is a chip. There's a chip that detects and records every little movement, every little touch, and the technology and VAR.
We're living in a VAR world. Yep, it's a VAR world.
Yeah, it's a VAR world. It's actually
Get the call right.
Works.
Get the call right.
Exactly.
Well, guys, this is what it means in Group E. Slovakia are at the top there with Romania after they both won their games. The surprise defeat to Belgium means they're on 0 points along with Ukraine at the bottom end of this group. It really was a disappointing day for Kevin De Bruyne and the Belgium guys. Let's have a listen to what he said after the game.
Well, it's a shame. I think the first 20 minutes were very good until we made a mistake. We had some chances in the first half. We adapted, we pushed, we created opportunities later on. Slovakia didn't make many chances in the second half, but we were unable to score. We could have really got to draw, but we weren't able to do so. So we lose 1-0.
Not a result anyone was expecting, and we can understand there Kevin De Bruyne's frustration at the game, Ari. How couldn't they find their way through the Slovakia defence?
So if you're a regular watcher of the show, we know that Alexi Lalas loves his set pieces. Georgia already declared his love for Griezmann. There's another declaration. I love this Slovakian team. The tactical discipline they put into this match today was outstanding. Defensively, the shape, they stayed tight. Offensively, they had a game plan, they had the structure. Of course, in the end, they had this little bit of luck on their side with the VAR, ruling the goal out. But gosh, what a performance. All credit to Slovakia.
Can I ask you a question, Ari? Yesterday, you also declared that defences win you championships. They win you trophies. So you're saying Slovakia are going to win it?
No, they're not going to go all the way. But this is why this Euros is so exciting. It's so hard to predict. And they put on a great performance. They're living on a high now. They're rolling the wave. And
this is why the Euros is the best international tournament in the world. The quality is a little bit better than the World Cup because all of the teams are capable of playing football. So Europe, every country in Europe can put 11 players out. that plays really well and make them competitive. You say they had a little bit of luck. I'd say they had a lot of luck in this game.
You got to earn it. You got to earn it, though.
But you have to earn it. And what Slovakia did in this game, they showed the world that they wanted to win this game. They wanted to win. And they were putting everything on the line to block every shot. And in all fairness, I mean, they did really well. But I also think that Belgium's approach was a little bit, we're going to win this game. They had an early chance with Lukaku. Very early on, they're thinking, yes, we're on top of this. And that mentality kind of carried all the way throughout that game.
It wasn't Lukaku's day, Alexi.
It wasn't. And to your point, for both of you, you need a little bit of luck. You need the soccer gods to smile on you and everything kind of to go perfect. And it absolutely went perfect for Slovakia, because if you look back at this game, Lukaku could have had 5 goals. I mean, these were prime opportunities. For all of you data wonks out there in terms of XG, the probability when it comes to expected goals, Belgium had a 1.91 XG. Lukaku himself had a 0.82 XG. The opportunities they got, I mean, these were clear chances. And this is a veteran. This is a guy that has proved for years that he knows how to score. And you're going to take your chances out there with Lukaku, especially given these opportunities. And you know why they get all the fame? You know why they get the big bucks? You know why they get all the attention and all the girls love them and everything like that? It's because they put the ball in the back of the net. The hardest thing to do in the game. That man right there had one job, and he couldn't do it.
Defensively, though, we've already said Slovakia were impressive, Peter, and you claimed the save of the tournament has been made by Dubravka.
Yeah, let's have a look at that, because I think, you need to ride your luck. You need your defenders to block everything, try to block everything. But when you come up against it, this is in the first minute. I say this is the save of the tournament, because that is what teed Slovakia up to win this game. If that goes in, it'll be 5-0 Belgium or something like that. They will have so much confidence from that goal scoring. But I know it's straight at him, but he still had to react. So the ball coming in, Kevin De Bruyne is just stretching it. So he thinks that he's going to finish it. So he's like there. Then it goes there to look at, and he puts himself into that position. So save of the tournament, probably stretching it a little bit, but probably the most important save of the tournament so far.
Upsets are what we love in tournaments. We love to see it, and we could potentially see one coming a little bit later as well. Who knows? Because France, the favourites, are in action next. This summer, they're hoping to move level with Germany and Spain by lifting the trophy for a 3rd time. Their last European crown came back in the year 2000. They also won on home soil in 1984. Today, they take on Austria. Could we see another upset?
It's hard to tell, but I mean, France is sitting there, right? They had to wait all the time and watching this tournament. They see Germany perform. They see Italy getting out with a win. They get to see Spain with a convincing win. England made it home. They probably heard about the result with Belgium. They don't care about this right now. They're just keen to get onto this pitch. And in this group, we all have France winning and advancing. And then the big question in this group for me is Austria and the Netherlands. They're going to be fighting for the 2nd spot. But today, France is going to see an opponent at Austria that's really going to test them from the first minute of the tournament. And Mbappe, he's got to come big out tonight.
Why are France everyone's favourites to win it, Peter? Is it simply that man we just saw there, Kylian Mbappe?
No, it's more than that. They've got a really, really good team. The choices that Deschamps here he can make in terms of lining his team up, it's just incredible. You've got players from all the big clubs in Europe. I mean, for me, I've already stated that I think Portugal, from the outset, before we've seen them play, they have the best squad. And I think France are very, very close by in 2nd place. And of course, when you have a player like Kylian here, when you have him there, I mean, he's such incredible talent. He can do so much, and also a really nice person.
Yeah. On and off the field, he's incredible. I have France as my #1 team. They're top of my power rankings for now, and we got 90 minutes here to justify it. And what we've seen now already today, which is incredible when it comes to Slovakia, when it comes to Romania, that things can happen in this tournament. I don't necessarily predict it here, but this team, when it comes to France, is just stacked from top to bottom. And while we showed the players there, you mentioned Didier Deschamps. I think that he has established a culture, obviously, of winning, but also a culture of believing in every single player. And we'll talk more about the lineup here in a little bit, but he brings people in, he brings people out, and ultimately, like I said, it results in some of the best soccer in terms of the entertainment, and ultimately the results are there.
Okay, we can't wait to watch him. Well, Dusseldorf is the site for that next match. It's that Group D clash we've been talking about between Austria and France. The French making their way out shortly down onto the pitch, but these are the scenes out in Germany now. They're meeting with Austria, a 2-0 Nations League win in 2022, the last time they met.
There's a lot resting on Bellingham's shoulder.
Box is presented by Intuit QuickBooks.
Well, have a look at this. These are the scenes out in Dusseldorf as both sets of fans are marching to the stadium. Dusseldorf is in Western Germany. It's actually known for its fashion industry, so we could potentially see some interesting outfits from the fans as Austria take on France. Austria are managed by former Manchester United boss Ralf Rangnick. He made news before this tournament by turning down the Bayern Munich job, but Rangnick is relishing spending this summer in Germany and is hoping for a successful Euros campaign.
Als deutsche Staatsbürger dann im eigenen Land mit Österreich so ein Turnier spielen zu können, ist schon was Besonderes. War sicher auch einer der Gründe, weshalb ich mich vor 2 Jahren dazu entschieden habe, dieses Angebot anzunehmen.
Austria secure their ticket to the party next summer.
Ja, ich glaube schon, dass die Zuschauer auch sich genauso auf die Euro freuen wie wir. Mindestens die Hälfte des Stadions in rot-weiß-rot gekleidet sein wird und unsere Mannschaft unterstützt und anfeuert.
Well, Rangnick guided Austria through an impressive Euros qualifying campaign where they only dropped points to Belgium. His side also beat Germany in a friendly last November. Today, they're hoping for another giant killing against France. So let's take a look at the starting lineups now, sponsored by Intuit QuickBooks. So here's the lineup from Rangnick, Peter.
Yes, thank you very much. And the way they did that in qualification was playing a system where they play 4-2-3-1. They've got Patrick Pence in goal. You will find when you see him, he's not the greatest or the biggest goalkeeper. He's not tall, but he controls the box really, really well. Then he plays his 4-back line, and in front of that, you got two players. You got Nicolas Seidfeld from Leipzig. He is the only player ever present from the qualification. The only player who played all the minutes. And then, of course, you've got players like Florian Grillitsch and Christoph Baumgartner in there. But up front, you've got this player here, Mikhail Gregoric. And Mikhail Gregoric, for me, is one player to watch today. This guy, he scored 4 goals in qualification. He also, in March, when they played Turkey, they beat Turkey, by the way, 6-1. This player here, he scored his first international hat-trick. Can he repeat that today and create an upset? This is a guy they're going to look to for goals.
Yeah, well, Gregory particularly will be hoping to trouble this man, Mike Mignon, who starts in goal for France. The 28-year-old coming off a sensational season with AC Milan. He became France's #1 following the retirement of their World Cup winning captain, Hugo Lloris. So here's the rest of that France lineup, Alexi.
Yeah, no more Hugo Lloris, although we get him here in Los Angeles. Mike Mignon continues on in goal, had a good qualifying campaign, plenty of clean sheets, leader, and makes the stops that he needs to make. This back four for France, all sorts of talent all across, including Theo Hernandez, AC Milan, teammate of Christian Pulisic, and William Saliba coming in the back there. A lot of people have been calling for him to play. Well, he's got his opportunity here. Also, you know, N'Golo Kante, at one point, he was the man. And then he kind of went away, but now he is the man again. They love him in France, and when you got him patrolling that midfield, that is pretty awesome. As is Antoine Griezmann, who kind of pulled the strings here. But let's be honest, when we're talking about France, a lot of us are going to go, and I am going to go also, to Kylian Mbappe. And why not? This is one of the most famous athletes in the world, not just soccer players, athletes in the world for what he can do. He is an incredibly famous man for his ability on the field. Watch when he gets the ball. But he is playing, at least on the lineup on paper, in the middle today. A lot of people feel that his best position is out there on the left. So we'll see where he shows up. But it doesn't matter. If he's on the field, the possibility for magic exists.
It sure does. Thanks, Alexi. Well, France, who are winners in 7 of their last 10 meetings between the two countries. So let's now head to Dusseldorf to check in with our match commentators. Ian Dark is with US national team legend Landon Donovan.
Well, it's fascinating, isn't it? We've seen most of the big teams already, and they've all won. Germany, Spain, Italy, England, and the Netherlands. But Landon, they'll all be worried about France, won't they?
They will be, and Ian, 14 of the players who featured in the final against Argentina 2 years ago in Qatar are on this roster, and they will absolutely remember the feeling they had in the locker room after losing. Kylian Mbappe, their leader, has said he is in a vengeful mood, and I expect France to come out flying tonight in this tournament.
Tell you what's so interesting here, Austria on a great run, and they really quite clearly fancy their chances of the upset.
Yeah, Ralf Rangnick absolutely has them believing they've lost one time in their last 16 matches, Ian. They are manic, they press, they get after you, and they will not fear France tonight. Watch out, there could be an upset on the cards.
But of course, one man Austria really have to deal with is the French captain and number 10. Jeff Shreves is with us. He's not bad, is he?
Ian, he is way more than the captain of the French team. His powerful voice is listened to not just by the players, but the entire nation, particularly the youth. He makes his political views known, and his views are hugely influential. He's been featured on the cover of Time magazine. Even though he's so young, he has this kind of statesman-like persona. And of course, he's one of the best players in the world. It's well documented how good he is at goal scoring. But watch tonight, his movement. His runs, both real and decoy, are absolutely phenomenal. He never gives the defender a moment's peace. I wonder if that's why Ralf Rangnick took his squad to a Rod Stewart concert at the weekend, where they're based in Berlin, to try and relax them. I wonder what they'll be playing tonight afterwards, though. One of Rod's tunes, depending on the result. Will it be tonight, or I don't want to talk about it? Back to the studio, Jules.
Yeah, I'm glad you went through the Rod Stewart tracks there, Jeff. I didn't know many of them. Right, today's clash is the first of 5 Euro 2020 matches taking place in Dusseldorf Austria and France both hoping for a strong start to their Group D campaigns. The spotlight is on Germany this summer. Coming up, we'll find out about a tasty visit that Alexia Ari took to the city of Frankfurt ahead of the tournament.
Things will go wrong for your customers, but your business can make it right with Watson X Assistant. AI that can help resolve problems by understanding your customer requests with 90% accuracy. Let's create customer service in service of customers with Watson X Assistant. IBM, let's create.
This is an election year unlike any other.
America is ready.
And so are we.
Democracy 24. Your freedom. Your vote.
This is Rickwood, America's oldest ballpark and home to the Negro Leagues. Now, the Giants take on the Cardinals in a celebration over a century in the making. MLB at Rickwood Field, only on Fox.
I'm loved by your grandmama and your baby. See, my head is so big, they call me Jack in the Box. I knew we would win, so I'm bragging. Come on, fool, you know it's true. My head is so big, they call me Jack in the Box. Get a chicken tater melt in my new munchie meal.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
What do thousands and thousands of car wrecks get you? Experience. At the Curtis Legal Group, we've handled thousands of car wreck cases. Call 1-800-LAW-3080 because what we know wins, and we win a lot.
Call 1-800-LAW-3080.
I'm attorney Jonathan Pena, Fresno's only board-certified Social Security disability attorney.
Have you been denied your Social Security disability or SSI? We can help. If you cannot work due to a physical or a mental impairment or have a minor with a severe impairment,
call our office at 439-9700 for a free consultation. There's no fee unless we win your case. Let us fight for you.
Call us. We're here to help you and your family.
Call the law office of Pena and Bromberg, 439-9700.
Now at Checkers and Rallies.
Brisket on a burger.
The new barbecue brisket melt for just $3.99 with genuine smoked brisket or the new brisket boss switch with 3 times more brisket.
Brisket on a bigger burger.
Now authentic brisket
On a burger, we got you.
at Checkers and Rallies.
Car accident? At Jacoby Myers, when we get justice for you, it can make a big difference in your life. Here's what that means. Insurance offer, $35,000. The Jacoby Myers result, $500,000. Insurance offer, $0. Our result, $2 million. Insurance offer, $100,000. Our result, $4.65 million. That's the difference experience makes. Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice.
With a Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For only $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring your friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card Spa for a pampered perk. And download the PF app for plenty more perks. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join today for only $24.99 a month.
With 4 sandwiches to choose from, everyone can build their own munchie meal.
Or they can just get mine.
Or they can get exactly what they want.
Or they can just get mine.
Or they could just get yours. Build your own munchie meal.
Or get mine.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Antoine Griezmann has come off another phenomenal season in Spain with Atletico Madrid. The focus today for France's 4th all-time top scorer is on a showdown with Austria. Germany are hosting the Euros for the first time since unification, which means a chance to show off its cuisine. Alexi Lalas and Ari Hinks travel to Frankfurt ahead of this tournament to sample the city's most famous food item.
People ask me, what's your secret? I say quality. It's only quality because we put only good things in the sausages, and that's the secret.
In Frankfurt, you know how the sausage gets made.
That's because reversing has been doing it the same way here for over a century.
Our company is now here on this space 130 years.
130 years?
Yes.
And you married into it?
Yes, my wife is the original family. I'm so proud of it because my wife and the grandmothers or fathers do something very special because this is our tradition.
Now that we've learned a little more about the shop, it was time I tried my hand at making some actual frankfurters.
Tried is the key word.
You're gonna at least help me a little bit here.
A little bit, yeah.
All right. So here with the knee.
Here with the knee, your fingers here. Very, very kind.
Just kind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Serious.
And now
stop. All right, go. Stop. Wait, stop.
Now it's finished. But it looks a little bit different. Yeah.
You're literally seeing how the sausage is made.
Yes.
Okay. We gotta eat now, right?
Here we go.
Okay. What do you do?
I prefer mustard.
You prefer a little mustard on the tip?
Yes.
Okay. I taste German.
Finally.
Oh, I'm glad they actually didn't spend too long on those slow-mo shots at the end.
But I tell you, Lex is better in eating them than making them.
Little mustard on the tip, right? America wants to see me eat a sausage, and we give it to you.
I'm not sure they do.
Yeah, a lot of them do, believe me.
How was the experience, Alexi?
So I think you even introduced some places, and we got a lot more of these for Ari, even though she's German. So
Amazing, and the best travel companion I could ask for.
What else do we have to look forward to? What other things?
Beer.
Did you go on the Autobahn?
you know it. You know it.
Did you drive?
Yeah, fast.
We'll see more of that throughout the tournament. Right, 12 members of Austria's squad play their club football in Germany, including Marcel Sabitzer, a Champions League finalist with Dortmund. Sabitzer is in the lineup against France today. France arrive at this Euros with the highest of expectations. Coming up next, we're going to be hearing from Kylian Mbappe on what it would mean to captain his country to glory.
You ever feel like the only place you can find cars is in car commercials?
2024 Today on Fox is presented by Intuit QuickBooks.
Düsseldorf is where we head for a Group D clash between Austria and France. The French booked their place at Euro 2024 in style with 14 different scorers across their 8 qualifying matches. And of course, Kylian Mbappe led the way with 9 goals. He's already up to 47 in his international career at the age of 25. That's third most for France, behind Olivier Giroud and Thierry Henry. Mbappe has also delivered on the game's biggest stage, scoring 12 times across the last 2 World Cups. But interestingly, he didn't find the back of the net at the last Euros, with France crashing out in the round of 16. This summer is a chance to put that right, and it's an opportunity Mbappe is determined to not let slip away.
France mean business, no surprise. It's Kylian Mbappe. Majestic, magical Mbappe.
English, French, ok. C'est un privilège de pouvoir être ici, de pouvoir avoir l'occasion de pouvoir jouer un grand tournoi international. Et on est très motivé, mais on sait très bien que ça va être une compétition très difficile et on est impatient de pouvoir commencer à jouer. Être le capitaine de son pays, c'est quelque chose d'incroyable. C'est quelque chose que chaque enfant rêve, de devenir capitaine de son équipe nationale. C'est une nouvelle étape dans ma carrière. Je le prends comme ça. Une nouvelle chose à surmonter, une nouvelle chose à démontrer. Et il faut le prendre avec légèreté et avec humilité, mais surtout avec grand plaisir. Très bonne équipe, avec un entraîneur qui tactiquement sait toujours surprendre. Il a coaché dans les grandes équipes à Manchester, donc on s'attend à un match très difficile.
Kylian Mbappe, so often on hand to add a sprinkling of star quality.
Je pense que ça dérange pas. Un statut, c'est que du papier. Le foot, c'est pas du papier, donc qu'on soit favori ou pas, ça va pas changer notre manière d'aborder ce tournoi. Après, on va pas se cacher non plus, on fait partie des équipes qui peuvent gagner, mais le passé a montré que c'est pas toujours les favoris qui gagnent. Être favori, c'est bien, le gagner, c'est mieux.
Mbappe! Goodness, is this going to be his tournament or what?
Depuis qu'on s'est qualifié pour l'Euro, on rêve d'aller en finale. On a joué pas mal de finales ces derniers temps. On va toujours très loin dans les compétitions, mais on a eu un accident au dernier Euro. On est sorti en 8e de finale. Donc à nous de continuer d'aller de l'avant, de continuer à faire des bons tournois. Et cette fois-ci, j'espère que si on va en finale, on va gagner.
Have reached the final in 3 of their last 4 major tournaments. Their Euro 2016 defeat to Portugal was before Mbappe joined the team, but he did score in the 2018 World Cup final victory over Croatia and then bagged a hat-trick against Argentina in Qatar. Mbappe, who joins Real Madrid next season, is focused on his national team this summer. So for more on him, let's get to Stu Holden and our players-only panel.
Thanks, Jules. I'm joined by former U.S. international Moedu and Euro winner Peter Schmeichel with Denmark to talk a little bit more about Kylian Mbappe and what makes him so special. Look, I think sometimes we underestimate how young he is and how much he has accomplished. And we talk so much about what he does on the field, but what about off the field? Yeah. What type of guy is Kylian Mbappe?
There's so much to this guy. This guy, he doesn't come from the greatest area. We saw an interview yesterday which really blew me away, and I'm so unhappy that it's not that interview. Or, you know, he speaks English. He speaks absolutely fluent English, and the words he's using, the grammatics. It's still, I mean, you think, oh, who is this guy? You know, but you know, this guy, he's playing it fair. He signed with PSG. His contract was running out, and he got criticized for wanting to leave. But then he extended his contract, and then again he got criticized for wanting to. But he's playing it fair. He's always said he wanted to get to Real Madrid, and of course we saw him yesterday talk about the situation in his country, and he's trying to rattle up the young people in France to go and vote in the upcoming election. So he's taking a stand as well. We don't like to mix football and sport and politics, but this guy, he cares about more than himself.
Yeah, he seems like he's really matured off the field the past couple of years, but on the field, this guy, world's best player right now?
Yeah, I would say so. I would say Kylian Mbappe for sure is the world's best player, and he has a chance today to kind of take that step in the right direction to win the Ballon d'Or. But on the pitch, what he does for France, it's absolutely incredible, and you're a fool if you look at this first scenario, if you leave him wide open with space behind to get into 1v1 situations, his pace, his change of pace to create the separation is dangerous. But then knowing that you have a target for it like Giroud, you can just put the ball in the box, put it on a platter for Giroud to score goals. So we know he can create. He can create from the central position, from a wide position. I think sometimes we don't give him the credit for his finishing. His finishing is elite. It's top notch. So if you step on windows,
right, of opportunity.
Look at that. All he needs is that small little separation. I love this goal. This is in the World Cup against Argentina. World Cup final. The biggest moment in his career. They're down a goal and he delivers. So not only can he do things in the run of play, he can do things from a wide position, from a central position, but he's also a man who can deliver in the biggest moments like we saw in the World Cup.
So I got a stat for you guys.
Uh-oh.
Kylian Mbappe, 12 goals in World Cups, 14 shots in the Euros. Still no goal in the Euro. What do you think? You betting against him today, Jules?
There's no chance I'm betting against this guy.
No. He's 3 years on. He's scored 9 in qualification, so he will score if he gets a chance.
Well, we'll see if he gets it done today, Jules.
Thank you very much, guys. Yes, now Austria have only one defeat in their last 16 matches. Bayern Munich's Konrad Laimer, a big reason why the guys are going to be taking a look at their players to watch after the break. French fans have descended on Dusseldorf, which is no surprise. It's only a 3-hour train ride from Paris, and a ticket only costs $36. It's full of them over there. Kick-off less than 20 minutes away.
Euro 2024 on Fox is sponsored by BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
The show-stopping BMW i4 is electricity in its most powerful form. A perfect fusion of iconic handling
Euro 2024 pre-kick on Fox is presented by AliExpress.
Dusseldorf's Old Town has been named the longest bar in the world, so not surprising to see Timsy making the most of it over there. Let's check in with him just outside the Fan Fest.
15 minutes till kick-off between France and Austria. We're heading to the fan festival right now, but we're passing all of these bars in the street and they are packed full of fans. It is amazing. Also, a little thing I learned earlier, there's a tradition here in Dusseldorf of cartwheeling. Like, the tradition started in the 1200s. I thought, I'm a man of tradition, I want to get involved in the local culture, so I might as well give it a try. Roll the tape. Tu sais faire un roux ou non? No, no? Again, try. No. So, as you all see, room for improvement, but I'm going to use that first half to ice my joints and hopefully find my dignity as well. Back over to you at the Fox Soccer Palace.
Not a bad effort from Timsy, I reckon. Right, Austria are taking on France shortly. The players to watch sponsored by AliExpress. Now, so many stars to choose from. Ari, who you got?
Oh, Marcel Sabitzer from Austria. He's the undoubted captain of this team. He's the heartbeat. He dictates the rhythm, especially with Rangnick, the coach, implementing a new style of play with the high press and the gegenpressing. He is so important for this team. And when it comes to the offense, he was involved in 6 goals and 7 appearances in the qualifiers. He's the best in Austrian team.
Well, for me, Mbappé is not the only player in the French team. There is a wealth of talent there, and one of the players I always look forward to watch is this guy, Antoine Griezmann. Not only can he score goals, set people up, but he works so hard for his teammates in every game he plays. And this could be his last tournament, so fingers crossed for him.
Yes, there are more players than Mbappe, but there is Mbappe. So I'm going to talk about Mbappe again. You're looking at one of the greatest players in the world, one of the greatest athletes in the world, one of the most famous people in the world for what he does on the soccer field. And when he gets space, if he gets space, there is no one that gobbles it up better. We'll see in that central position if he gets space behind the Austria defense, if they allow him to get into that space.
We cannot wait. 10 minutes to go until kickoff now, and France have never lost a Euros group stage opener. They're hoping to hold on to that record by picking up 3 points at the expense of Austria. We'll see the teams walk out next.
Welcome to Sapphire Lounge by the club. This is more than a place to hide away before you get away. It's a main course before the main event. It's the best seat before boarding. It's a real reason to arrive early.
With a plan.
Championship. Motivated by the footsteps left behind.
And France are the European champions.
On the other side of the pitch, a determined Austria team waits, ready to take advantage of their own moment. Their journeys start now on Fox.
Well, it's probably the most sought-after autograph at the Euros this summer, and Mbappe has made these kids' days by signing their shirts, signing their napkins, whatever they've got to sign. He's doing it. That guy, he's getting his boots signed by the looks of it as well. Wow, love that. Dusseldorf Arena, here it is. It's where we head for this final match on day 4 of Euro 2024. Austria against France. It's their Group D opener. We're all looking forward to this one. We've talked about upsets already today. We've seen one with Belgium losing to Slovakia. Could we see it again here?
I think this is probably, in terms of being such a big favourite for France, the worst opponent they could have in the first game, because Austria's qualified really well. They play this high-pressing style. They never give any time on the ball, and they've got great energy. But, I mean, if you want to call yourself favourites and give yourself a chance to win this tournament, you have to get a point, a minimum of a point out of this, and preferably a win.
hoping for a strong start to their Euros campaign. France looking to justify their status as favourites. Ian Dark and Landon Donovan will talk us through it next.
Today we're in Germany's fashion capital Dusseldorf, and all dressed up with somewhere to go. World Cup finalist France as they take on the dangerous Austrians. Austria's lineup, well, their biggest star, David Alaba of Real Madrid, is unfit for the tournament, as is #1 keeper Alexander Schlager. Patrick Pence takes his place. Marcel Sabitzer played in the Champions League final for Dortmund. And watch for Christoph Baumgartner, who scored in Austria's last 5 games. France captained at a big tournament for the first time by Kylian Mbappe today. World Cup winner N'Golo Conte back after a 2-year exile. Arsenal's William Saliba preferred in defence to Liverpool's Ibrahima Konate. That was a big decision. Mike Maignan making his tournament debut for France in goal now that Hugo Lloris has retired. Austria in red. Watch out for them. They're very, very confident. They've lost one of their last 16 games and they've scored in their last 17 games. And the players and the coach, Ralf Rangnick, making very optimistic noises. Rangnick saying before this game, we have total belief in what we can do. It's big talk, isn't it, Landon?
Big talk, but they are confident, Ian. When you lose 1 in 16 and you get through qualifying pretty comfortably, makes you believe, and they believe tonight.
Which makes this game fascinating at the home of Fortuna Düsseldorf, who've been languishing in the second tier of German football for the last 4 years. This is not a second tier stadium, it's a splendid one, holds around 54,000, a little below that for the European Championships. Verba on the ball, played for Jesse Marsh, the American coach at Leeds United during his time there. And a few other coaches getting the ball again here too. The Austrians are an energetic, manic pressing side. Beat Germany last autumn by 2-0 at home. France, incidentally, for all their other wonderful achievements as international footballers, haven't won the European Championships since the year 2000 when David Trezeguet got a golden goal winner. Remember golden goals? No, neither do we. Not really. Didn't last long. Here's N'Golo Conte back in the fold again, even though he's playing his football in Saudi Arabia now. Song for France of that fantastic World Cup final against Argentina, which went to penalties after a 3-3 draw. Early free kick here for France as Mbappe is the subject of his first tackle of the day. There might be 1 or 2 more.
It's just so difficult to defend, Ian. He shows you the ball a little bit, teases you, lures you into trying to challenge for it. You make any contact, he goes down, and now the first big chance here to France.
Taken by Antoine Griezmann, who's coming off his best scoring year for 6 seasons at Atletico Madrid. A slightly different role now, a bit more of the orchestrator to curl this in. We've seen another team, haven't we, come into these championships on a really good run, Hungary, but they rather fell apart in their first game the other day. Goes to show friendly form, and qualification form is one thing, tournament form quite another. Right, Upamecano keeps his place. He had a bit of a dodgy season, frankly, with Bayern Munich. Saliba, doubted in the past by Didier Deschamps, gets the nod today after 1 or 2 impressive performances in warm-up matches. Inside by Dembele, Griezmann helping it on. Free kick, France. Taken by Jules Koundé of Barcelona, who wants to play centre-back, but I think right-back is his lot now, isn't it? Both for club and country.
Well, if you want to play, you play anywhere, and you're going to get in this French side. You don't get to choose all the time.
Remember, France have been in the last 2 World Cup finals. In fact, they've been in 3 of the last 4 big tournament finals, because they were hosts in 2016 and rather surprisingly lost in the final to Portugal. Conte nearly caught out there by Gregovic. Theo Hernandez loves these raiding runs forward from his left back perch, and he's won France a free kick in a pretty dangerous area here.
Starts with Mbappe dropping back, picking it up deep. Theo Hernandez first touch into space, and Danso just leaves his leg in. Another good opportunity here for France.
It's a bright start here from France. It's a bit of a cliche to say it, but I think it's true again. These first 20 minutes, vital for Austria.
A little surprised France aren't lining someone up, maybe to just have a strike from distance. They've got everyone pulled to the back post here.
Griezmann. Danso with the header. Trying to find a foothold in the game. That's Moweni, one of 8 Bundesliga players appearing here for Austria. Did very well at the last Euros. They hadn't won a game at the finals till that year, but they won a couple and were a little bit unlucky at Wembley to go out to the eventual champions, Italy. The game went to extra time. Austria played very, very well that night.
We thought Mbappe might start centrally, but it looks like Thuram has taken up the number 9 position and Mbappe on the left, so we clearly like that matchup.
For starters, anyway. Yeah, there was a feeling Mbappe might play through the middle where he didn't have to do any kind of tracking back. He has been just carrying a little bit of an injury recently. There was a bit of a doubt until last week whether he might play in the opening game. There's Ralf Rangnick, who's fallen in love with this Austrian job. He turned down a chance to fill in the Bayern Munich vacant job there. The godfather of gegenpressing, they call him.
So twice early on, as Jules Koundé has received the ball, Ousmane Dembele has done a double move. He's come short and taken off long behind Mveme, and Mveme twice has been caught. They got to be careful.
Shot of Didier Deschamps there, by the way. He's looking here for his 100th win as the French coach, and he's been in charge now for 12 years. He got to 3 big tournament finals. There we are, 99 wins, 30 draws, 24 losses, which is not too shabby.
It's incredible.
Got good cover. These starters all around the pitch, France. And they've got a coach like that who knows how to go deep in tournaments. They made a pretty bright start here again, and Hernandez again is taken out, but they continue with the action in. Mbappe closes in here! That's into the side netting. I think some of the French fans at the other end of the stadium saw the net ripple and wondered if that had gone in, but no.
What a chance this is. Excellent from the referee to let play an advantage go on. Mbappe's first touch inside again, and he opens it up and tries to close the door. In the end, Pence does really well not to get drawn into leaning back post.
Ferguson as well. Grabbed by the goalkeeper, Pencil, who is the number 2 keeper because Alexander Schlager, who would have been keeping goal at these championships, has been ruled out. As is his midfield namesake, Java Schlager. Those boots slip on a lot more easily, don't they, than when you were playing? Just take ages.
A lot more colourful too.
Yeah, a lot more colourful.
You know, Ian, tactically this game is really interesting because Ralf Rangnick is very secure in how he plays. And they are going to go after France. However, when France break the pressure, probably the last player in the world you want running at you is Kylian Mbappe. And you just saw a taste of it there, so Austria have to be really careful in those moments.
I noticed Mbappe's now gone central and Thuram left. I think those two will swap around to keep Austria guessing as the game goes on. I think you'd have to say on pedigree you would make France favourites for this championship just because of all the deep runs they've had in tournaments of late and, well, because of the kind of personnel they can put out there. Koundé, Antoine Griezmann, is Grealish, fouled by Conte. I wonder if Conte's still driving a Mini with all that money he's earning in Saudi Arabia. He was wonderfully ego-free during all his time in England. Even went out for dinner with the fans. Sir Alex Ferguson, I remember, described him as the greatest player in the Premier League back in 2016. And around that time he certainly was part of the Leicester City side that sprang that 5,000 to 1 upset by winning the title. Verba for Austria. And then Grealish, who's sometimes deployed as a central defender by his club, Hoffenheim, but in a defensive midfield role here. Seiwert, key player, having to play it forward, and this is as much as Austria have had of the ball in any one go so far. Grealish again. Nicely worked, the 1-2. Good football. Lima out to Mweme. Few red shirts to aim at in there. And it's the deep cross. Bosch was arriving. Nice to get forward from that right back position. Upamecano. Dembele's on the chase here, hoping the ball would bounce his way. He's claiming a handball. Referee's not interested. Thuram, the player, down. French free kick. Hernandez again down this side. He looks a real threat, doesn't he?
He does, Ian, and you cannot turn off if you're Austria. They were complaining to the referee. France got the ball back in play. There's a big chance there.
His brother, Lucas, ruled out of these championships lucklessly by injury. Don't forget tomorrow on Fox, Portugal, Cristiano Ronaldo, and all facing off against Czechia, as we now must call them, in the opening match of group play. Coverage starting at 2 o'clock Eastern on Fox for that one. Watch for Portugal. Their squad looks very strong indeed. Magnon taking his time. France lucky really, they've got a good, reliable keeper to step in after Lloris. Bosch. work there. Couldn't pick up Mwene on that side. Baumgartner is a threat. He's been scoring in every game just lately. And some of them spectacular solo goals. He got one in 6 seconds against Slovakia, the fastest goal ever recorded in the history of international football. Remember your fastest run, Landon?
Good question. No, I don't. But I'll tell you what, they did what Belgium couldn't do today, and that score against Slovakia, big upset there.
The first real upset, I think, of the championships.
Just a good look at Baumgartner there. He comes, sets his feet, turns with the ball. Produced a chance for Austria.
Nice for Leipzig, and there might be something here for Lima, but the referee's pulled the play back. It'll be France's ball. Austria have only beaten France in one of the last 10 meetings, and they've been clashing since 1925. First head-to-head of the European Championships between these two. They've met a couple of times at World Cups in the past, one win apiece. Saliba, good piece of work by him. Conte to spread the play to Antoine Griezmann. Now Ousmane Dembele, the maverick winger. He is a big threat, and they've taken him out, and there's a yellow card for Verba.
Dembele playing really tight to Dembele, but when he gets running, it's so hard to stop. Late challenge, missed time challenge by Buba. First yellow card, deserved.
It's a long time to avoid another one as well, with quicksilver players like him and Mbappe around. Have given away a fair few free kicks already. Again, Griezmann with a bit of fizz on it. Here's Zaivald, very promising young player. Scouted, I think, around Europe. Nicky Zaivald, another Leipzig player. Down, so to feed it wide. Posh with the cross in. It's over the head of Baumgartner. It's a painful one for Danso.
Wasn't intentional, but you can see his shoulder back right into the chest of Danso. That one hurts.
Danso's a strong player, all right. He actually does a lot of martial arts to improve his strength. We've looked it up, Landon. You scored after 35 seconds against Ecuador in 2007. You still look puzzled, don't you?
I don't remember that far back.
It's a good run by Rabiot to set this up. Griezmann on that left foot. That spells danger. Austria glad to get the block in there.
Oh, and Ian, when he watches this back, he's going to be mad. He could have rolled it into Dembele. In front of Dembele, who was at full speed. He just got the timing wrong and decided to come inside and shoot.
Rabiot did very well here.
Yeah, he did. And as you come inside there, you just, if you get the timing right and roll it into his path, he's in. And Griezmann knows he made the wrong decision there.
Another set piece goes pretty deep. Posh gets it away. European Championship opening game. Mbappe. He really does have Olympian speed, doesn't he?
It's incredible just watching him take off there. Thought the ball was going to go out for a goal kick, and he gets there easily.
There's one or two promising pieces of build-up play by the Austrians. And here's the press that Ralf Rangnick swears by. Trademark of his teams wherever he's gone. It didn't work out for him, filling in at Manchester United for 6 months, but he did take over at a pretty difficult time with the divided dressing room and a somber mood around the place. It's Grealish. He's down needing a little bit of treatment.
Yeah, this would be really bad news for Austria if he can't continue. It's like he's holding his calf there. There's the earlier chance by Mbappe. His first touch straight to goal, second touch straight to goal. Didn't waste any time. Fantastic save in the end by Pence. Didn't guess, just held his ground. Made a good save.
And keepers will always say it shouldn't be beaten on the near post, and he wasn't.
The majority of goals, Ian, get scored just down right or left of a goalkeeper. Majority don't get put in the corner. So if you hold your ground, don't guess, usually you can make the save.
Let's see whether Grealish is going to be okay. He's a pretty important player. Walking a little gingerly over to that far side. I'll take another look at him there. Because after all the build-up, all the hype, all the adrenaline, no player wants to bow out of a major championship so early. He's running on and looks to be okay. It's good. Austria having to manage without their star player, David Alaba of Real Madrid, but they've known that for quite a while. It's been out all season. Here's Zijveld. Got through that first 20 minutes, Landon.
They're a mature team, Ian, really mature. They went away in qualifying to a lot of places and got good results, but not only by defending well, but also by being confident and going and having lots of possession in hard places to play. So they won't be overwhelmed by the occasion here.
A lot of people have them on their list of dark horses this championship. Big support for them here today, as for Les Bleus. As the corner, Magnon comes for it, grabs it very confidently. He's looked a good goalkeeper every time I've seen him playing for Milan. Saliba. Hernandez again. Terrific play from him. He's been the player of the game so far. Theo Hernandez. No foul, says the referee. Hernandez stays down. Now how quickly can Austria counter here?
Not quickly enough. They had a chance there to beat the French back line. Just decided to keep possession instead.
He'll have to work to keep that in. He has done that. Baumgartner, danger man. Crowded out by France, but he does look a threat. Likes to run with the ball, take players on, not frightened of that. And some defenders hate that. placement, like an arrow, not properly controlled by a rather embarrassed Dembele.
And here that is again with Baumgartner. Puts you under pressure by just running at you. In the end, French backline deal with it well, but really impressed with Baumgartner when watching him.
Here's Konrad Laimer at Bayern Munich. Bosch's cross, charged down. Just beginning to show their teeth a little, the Austrians. Remember, in this group, the Netherlands already have 3 points after their comeback win over Poland. Hoping that Gregory can help it on. Sabitzer was hoping that might drop for him. And France will get a free kick for the high boot. Dave Fiodari, Sunday, Team USA in action for the first time at the Copa America, playing Bolivia. Coverage 5 p.m. Eastern time, that is, on Fox. How will the USA fare? Or fare, I should say. Got a bit of fear as well, probably too.
No.
Maybe not after that 1-1 game with Brazil. That will be interesting. It's a bit of an acid test, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good team to start with. Not a team US know well, but one that we should beat.
Also Uruguay in that group, and Panama as well. Nicely worked. He's Grealish, obviously okay again. Nice turn from him as well. Rabiot let it run. Saliba gets it away. Look at that pressing again by Austria. But the problem might be if France beat that press, and they'll have worked on that in training very hard. Played that by the tenacious Mwenni. Florian Grealish wants some movement. Bit annoyed with Laimer there for not pulling into some space. It's a fascinating contest, this one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really, if you kind of geek out about how teams match up, like I said earlier, it's fascinating. France have almost let Austria have a little bit of the ball, and if they France win the ball and beat their press, it's basically 3v3.
2 mistakes in a row there by Saliba. This time he gets the ball away, but that was shaky. I think it's fair to say that up until recently, Didier Deschamps has not been totally convinced by him. Koundé up to Dembele. Had a pretty good season with Paris Saint-Germain. He's going to win the free kick there. He's looking for it and got it.
That was a foul. A little bit soft, but a foul nonetheless.
European Championships, France looked like they were sailing through in the round of 16 against Switzerland. 3-1 up, 10 minutes to go, ended in a 3-3 draw. France went out on penalties and Mbappe missed the decisive spot kick, so he says he's vengeful about that.
I don't want to play him when he's in a vengeful mood.
No, or any other mood, really.
Yeah.
44 goals in his final season at Paris Saint-Germain. Of course, he's signing now for Real Madrid, where it's reckoned he'll be earning about $164 million a year, which is quite good to be going on with Christmas presents to pay for and that kind of thing.
Just a bit less than your salary, Ian.
I wish. It's Tunde's little chip forward. Turan has gone down, injured. On this side, the ball will be put out of play so he can get a bit of treatment.
Luba got there, Danso in his way. To make a case for a foul there.
Didn't see any contact with his face though, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah, don't like to see that.
Yeah. And I think Turan will struggle through after that. Interplay had a good season with 15 goals for the Italian champion. Of course, his dad, Lilian, won the World Cup back in 1998 and the European Championship 2 years later. Here's Baumgartner. All a bit tight. Rabiot very much back in the fold now, the midfield player, after refusing to be put on standby for the 2018 World Cup. That caused a kind of 2-year dust-up. He's a rather more mature figure now and pretty much part of the furniture in the team. Upamecano. Nothing really that Theo Hernandez could do with that. Austrian fans enjoying this so far. Anything they can get out of this game will be a big bonus for them in the context of the group. 4 points is the first target. 4 points is probably going to get you through, with 2 going through and some third places too. Now Baumgartner off on another one of those runs. Lima joining in, takes a deflection, and Magnon did ever so well there because he prevented the concession of a corner.
Yeah, Magnon did really well there. Just again another chance through pressing for Austria.
Here's Rabiot. Mbappe getting the ball in space. Hernandez joining the attack as ever. Ball done by Danso. It's not really away though. There's Mbappe again. Only a matter of time before he becomes France's all-time leading scorer. 10 behind Olivier Giroud at the moment. Dembele. Mwene dives in with a challenge. Dembele rides in agony behind the goal.
Mwene has been so tight to Dembele this entire first half. I was just wondering when Dembele was going to get by him and make him pay, and there it is. Now you've got the left side of the Austrian defense both on yellow cards.
It was a free kick, wasn't it? Didn't win the ball. A moment of danger here for the resolute Austrians. Griezmann looking maybe for a little deflection to cause some trouble. Now break is on here. Lima. Baumgartner. Zabitzer was there as well. Posch is joining in with the attack. This is promising for the Austrians. Lima with the header down, and it's not a problem in the end for Magnon. They didn't get it right.
Oh, but Ian, 4 times now France have had set pieces in the Austrian end, and the service by Griezmann hasn't been great. And even when he's had a decent service, they're not getting anywhere near the ball. Just wasting opportunities.
Lionel Messi and Argentina opening up their 2024 Copa America campaign, taking on Canada. That's on Thursday. Fox Sports 1 at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific time, to catch the latest installment of the Messi story.
I said the other day, you never know when he's going to be done. So you better watch every minute while you can. He is quite possibly the best to ever do it.
He can't go on to the World Cup when he's 39, or could he?
Are you going to bet against him?
Nope.
I'm not.
Grealish here for Austria, who are growing in confidence in the game. Gregorich gets the cross in, laid down here, Baumgartner! And somehow it stays out. Magnon got something on it. Wow, that close for the Austrians.
I think he's given a goal kick. Austria can't believe it. What a passage of play this is. Look at the layoff by Sabitzer, so good. Magnon does such a good job making himself big. No idea how that's a goal kick.
As clear as crystal, and without that touch, that ball goes in from Christoph Baumgartner.
Good luck. Can't wait to hear Peter Schmeichel talk about that, but made himself so big, you make the goal look so small when you come out like that. But Baumgartner wants that one back.
You can just see the confidence of this Austrian side. They've been used to winning football matches. They qualified for these championships easily, and they've carried on pretty much the same vein recently as well. Marcus Thuram going down.
You know, Ian, in watching France quite a bit over the last few weeks, they have this quality about them where they're so talented individually that they just get a bit stagnant. And they just, in possession, there's not a lot of movement. They're just waiting for someone to make a play, and most of the time they do. But right now, Ralf Rangnick is completely out-coaching Didier Deschamps, and his team just seem more prepared to play.
That's a heavy touch from him, though. Dembele. Mwene has just got to watch himself. He's given the ball back to Dembele. Now that could be very costly. Here's Mbappe. Typical piece of work and a brilliant goal for France. Given away by Verba, that ball. And France get the breakthrough that they're looking for. Off him last. An own goal.
And just what we talked about, Ian, France has the ability to make a special play. I was going to say, Austria, the only way you fall behind in this game is if you beat yourself right now. You're in good shape. You give the ball away. Last person you want running at you, Kylian Mbappe. He's not going to score himself or make an assist. He's going to put the defense under pressure, and Gruber got it all wrong here. 1-0 to France.
This is a great piece of play by Mbappe, but Verba, well, the former Leeds United player, it's a horrendous error. There's no other way of sugarcoating that.
It's so frustrating if you're Austria. You've played so well for so many minutes, only giving France a couple opportunities, then a little self-inflicted wound. And now you've got to chase the game against this deadly French team.
And all that, just what, a minute or so after that effort with Baumgartner at the other end, which so nearly produced an Austrian goal. Trying to look philosophical, Ralf Rangnick, who doubles up, I'm told, as the team's DJ as well. He took the players off to a Rod Stewart concert in Berlin the other night.
I wonder if any of the players know who Rod Stewart is.
Yeah. Rod Stewart ends the concerts often by volleying footballs out into the fans. I think Baumgartner volleyed one back at him.
Late challenge by Conte there.
Grealish down again. Zabitzer wanting an extended conversation as the captain is encouraged to do that, but none of the other players can do it, otherwise they're getting a yellow. Let's hope that continues around all the leagues in the world. It's a great idea. It's not a great look every time there's a decision, seeing 6 players having a siege on the referee. Self-inflicted wound by Austria. And here's the man who inflicted it. Great to say. Gerber. He's a player who in the past has talked about his struggles with some mental issues. He said he went through a period in his career where he felt so uncertain he couldn't do anything as simple as go out and do the shopping. He's come through all of that to re-establish himself. Kevin Danso. Posh. Lima. Corner for Austria.
This is good from Austria. Danso steps into midfield with the ball. Out to Posh. Lima runs into depth, and you get another corner for Austria.
They've had so many poor teams in recent decades, Austria. There have been also rounds, not this team. They're back with that. That's Danso with the header. Couldn't get it right. Again to spread the play, not accurately though. It's, giving the ball away really. Upamecano is able to deal with it. Look how tigerish Austria are when they don't have the ball. Hunting it down, which makes the way they conceded the goal even more sickening for them, really. Zabitzer up to Baumgartner. Here's Marcos Thuram for the impressive Theo Hernandez. Adrien Rabiot. He's been trying to take that round the corner. The break's on here for Austria if they can do it. It's really good play by Rabiot to get back. Didier Deschamps will like that from his midfield player. Difficult to take back France, whose qualifying record was 7 wins, just the 1 draw, 29 goals and only 3 conceded. 2 of them came when it didn't matter in the final game, 2-2 draw with Greece. An own goal helping France here, just as in their first game of the last Euros against Germany in Munich, when it was Mats Hummels who put through his own net to give France victory. Hummels pretty much in the news with all the comings and goings and politics at Dortmund. this past few days. Hummels is on his way out of the club, as is Edin Terzic. Nuri Sahin has been appointed. It's all happening there since they were in that Champions League final at Wembley.
If you had asked Ralf Rangnick before the match, how do you want the first half to look? He would say exactly the way it's gone, minus that one moment. So it's so frustrating as a coach. You do everything right, but the quality of France's individuals shine through once again, and that's why people think, rightfully so, that they're the favorite. They don't have to be at their best to beat you.
Another chance late in the half here. Dembele almost sent himself the wrong way for a moment there. Griezmann, good ball through. Mbappe's in here. Delayed, and good goalkeeping that to rescue the situation by Patrick Pence. It's usually, well, I don't like to say it, but good night Vienna if you let Mbappe in that kind of situation. So spreads the ball to Posh again. Grealish. Once again Posh. Much involved down that right hand side. Unde to get it away. France may be looking for half time here to keep their lead, and that's exactly what they've done. An own goal doing the damage by Maxi Verba of Borussia Mönchengladbach. Austria, apart from that, look pretty good in that half. There might be more drama to come here, but at half-time, Austria 0, France 1.
The Euro 2024 halftime show on Fox is presented by IBM. Ian Landon, thank you very much for now. Jules Breach back with you. France are ahead at the break. Coming up, highlights from a big upset from earlier. We'll also show you how Ronaldo and Portugal are preparing for their opener. Plus, Peter Schmeichel will dissect that incredible save by French keeper Mike Maignan.
Before you use AI to transform business, accelerate growth, predict trends, you need to begin with trust. Introducing Watson X Governance, helping you govern any AI as data, models, and policies change, so you can scale it responsibly.
Here we go.
Let's create AI that begins with trust with Watson X Governance. IBM, let's create.
With Spanish-speaking customer service and roadside assistance, you get more with Geico. Just like I can give more constructive feedback to the referee with this two-way radio. Ref, it's Jorge. That's a PK, over.
Ref, Roberto here. That's a negative on the PK. Let's do a red card for 11. Okay. At halftime now, please. Need a potty break.
That's a no-go on halftime. Play on.
However you fan, get more with Geico.
Are we all offside?
Get your out ready with AliExpress. Score more when you shop with AliExpress.
This Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear is so soft and so smooth.
Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear has wavy perforations that tear so much better for a smooth, more enjoyable go. Charmin, enjoy the go.
Looking for the perfect grill? Find yours at Ace, where the perfect grill comes with free assembly and delivery. Find a Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, or Blackstone, and get the one that's right for you. Only at your local Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
You ever feel like the only place you can find cars is in car commercials? Oh, this isn't a car commercial. This is an Auto Trader commercial. And this is one of the millions of new and used cars that you can find on Auto Trader. You can find cars like the ones on your favorite show. Oh, no. Or the car in this show. Get out the water. I bet I can even find the cars in my feed. Sure can. You can even find the car in that movie on Auto Trader. Hey, find your own car.
Euro 2024 on Fox is sponsored by Auto Trader. If you see a car, find it on Auto Trader.
It's Düsseldorf for the final match on day 4 of the Euros, and there's huge crowds there for Austria's clash with France, who lead by a 1-0 at half-time. France are looking to lift the trophy for a record-equaling 3rd time this summer. They're halfway towards a winning start to their Group D campaign. I'm Jules Breach, and I'm here with Ari Hicks, Peter Schmeichel and Alexis Lalas. France stifled a little bit for that first half, eventually finding a breakthrough. Ari, here's the highlights.
Absolutely. We predicted it's going to be a hard task for France today, and Austria showed up big time. So there was a nice opening pass to the wide open, and then Grilic with a nice little cross in, and look at the technique of Sabitzer. It was just laid out for Baumgartner to score. He couldn't finish it. Peter Schmeichel is going to get us in more in the details why he wasn't able to score in this situation.
Yeah, Austria is really good, and they have their opportunities, but France will make you pay for any mistake, and this is ultimately a mistake. Although Kylian Mbappe, he started out on paper in the middle, he went over to the left, now he's over here on the right. And look, everybody knows it's happening. It doesn't mean you can stop it. Put it in a dangerous area, and Vuba right there says, I'm going to try to clear this, but he puts his head down. And maybe he's a little distracted there, but, he finished it well, to be fair. But ultimately, you put it in a dangerous area, and things can happen. And if you're France, they all count the same, so they'll take it.
Love the dancing feet. And as Ari mentioned just there, France in good hands in goal with Mike Mignon, which takes us to the creative moment of the half, sponsored by IBM. Peter, how good was that save?
No, very, very good and very important. And you need, indeed, we keep saying, in these games, you need the big players to step up. And Mike Mignon is a big player. He's a fantastic goalkeeper. The play that Austria puts on here is fantastic. The crossing, the pass, everything. And Baumgartner, you want him to be there. But just have a look at Mignon, how he comes out and he literally closes down the goal. When Baumgartner gets this, he can't see the net. He just comes out so quickly. And you know what happened next? France went up the other end and scored. That's how important that save was.
We're talking margins in this European Championship, and that's what it's about. You can score, you don't, France finish you off. But I gotta say, the way that France recovers, we had one moment where Mbappe actually went down when Hernandez was up, and they were counter-attacking. So Mbappe was left winger, or left defender even, so they're defending really well.
Just a reminder, Austria was in my power rankings top 10, and I think we're